with another video. If you are new here, welcome. If not, welcome back, y'all. Happy day. What day is this, y'all? Day 10. Happy day 10 of Vlogtober. As you guys can see, I am a kitty cat, or I don't know. Would you call this a kitty cat? Definitely a cat. Or is it like a pink leopard or like a pink cheetah? I don't know. I even have my tail for you guys. So, hey y'all. It's day 10. Welcome. I hope you're ready for today's story time. I'm finally giving y'all a little glimpse into the situation with my child's father, I guess you can say. Okay, a little glimpse, a little deeper dive into what's going on or into what happened with us. Because I always talk about how I have a daughter, but never talk about her father. So before we get into this story, make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also be sure to hit that post notification bell so you could be notified. Sorry guys, I can't talk today. Also be sure to hit that post notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video, as I will be posting a video every day for the month of October. And thank y'all, because y'all made it to day 10. Like, wow. I'm moving right along. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about, I don't know what I named this yet, but I'm going to talk about how basically my baby daddy was being sloppy and his ass got caught. We're just gonna say that he got caught. So he got caught because he was supposed to get caught, because God was trying to tell me, although I did not listen, but God was trying to tell me. But here we go. I'm not gonna tell you guys how we met per se, because I'm gonna actually tell you guys that in another story time this month, so stay tuned for that. But just know that I'm gonna fast forward it until we moved in together. All right. So I remember I was pregnant at the time. I was pregnant with my daughter. And we decided that we were going to move in together. And we wanted to get an apartment before my daughter was born. Now, at this point, we're both working. I remember we were... y'all, there was a lot going on, so let me just say this. Basically, we were trying to find housing. It was really difficult for us to pass any of the background checks because my child's father, and I should give him a name. I'm just going to give him a regular random name. We're going to call him Matt, all right? M-A-T-T, Matt. So we were looking for housing, and I remember we're applying at different places. It was difficult because, first of all, we had to keep paying all these application fees. And the application fees, like, you had to pay it per person. And some of them were like $50. I'm like, this is crazy. We got to pay $100 just to give you an application that may get denied. And then our credit goes down as well. Like, that's crazy. We also didn't have, like, the greatest credit. So a lot of places were like, you got to pay first, last, and security deposit. And we were just like, whatever. We just want to move. So we're doing this to multiple places. We're getting denied left and right. And I'm just like, why are we getting denied so much? So then he finally comes out and tells me, oh, well, the reason why we keep getting denied is because I think it's because, like, y'all, he's making me so mad. Because he would be like, I think it's because, well, you know, first baby mom, what did I name her in the last story time? I think I named her Jasmine. I can't remember. But Jasmine is his first baby's mom. So basically he was just like, I think it's because, you know, Jasmine, yeah, she has a PFA on me. So I'm looking at him like, what? He was like, yeah, I think it's because I got that PFA. And I'm just like, yo, why do you have a PFA? Why do you have a PFA? Like, why does she have a PFA against you? Like, yo, when I'm telling you, it was like red flag. But you gotta remember, I'm already pregnant. So it's just like, okay, whatever. You know, we've been getting to know each other all this time. You seem like you have changed. First of all, you and Jasmine are in a way better place now anyway. But why do you have a PFA on you? And of course, he wasn't really trying to tell me. He wasn't trying to tell me for a very, very long time. And basically he was just like, listen, all I know is that the PFA is and it was like June 25th or something like that. So I'm like, okay, June 25th, the PFA is up. Cool. So with that being said, we continue to look for we continue to look for housing, but I didn't put any applications in until after the 25th, after the PFA was up, so we can stop getting denied for every place. Like, yo, make sure when you meet the person you decide to have a child with, you properly vet them. Because I know it's hard to vet people, especially when they don't show you their true colors until after they already done trapped you. So they done trapped your ass. Then they start, oh yeah, this and this. And I have a PFA on me for my first baby mama. Y'all, it was just too much. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. It's not a big deal. At this point, we had his son a lot anyway. We literally always had his son. So I already knew whatever PFA that they had, him and Jasmine had already talked about it and got through it. It's just still was whatever date they had with the courts, you know, that you can't really, I don't know if you're able to lift a PFA or what. She didn't, but it was expiring like later that month because we were looking for housing in the beginning of the summer. So when he said it was up June 25th, I'm like, okay, cool. Plus, our daughter wasn't going to be born until October, meaning we still had time to, you know, get into an apartment and all that good stuff. So I'm just like, whatever. And y'all, not only that, but I'm pregnant and I refuse to let anything stress me out. Literally, I had the most easiest pregnancy and I was not letting nothing mess that up. Literally, nothing. So now I'm just like, okay. So I'm still looking for housing, but like I said, I didn't put any applications in until after the 25th. The 25th comes, I'm putting in applications again. I'm looking for places left and right. I know I still wanted to stay in the area close to where my family live, so I can have that support from them as well. So I'm just like, okay, we're doing all this. We're working. I'm literally just saving my money because at the time I was living at my mother's house still. And I'm just stacking my bread. Just every little thing I made, I just was putting it in my savings. So, yeah, I officially found something in like July. No, I found something. Yeah, I found something very quick. Like, the process happened all within like a couple days. Swear to goodness. So, as soon as the PFA lifted, I went ahead and I put an application in. They got back to me the next day and was just like, hey, put your application fee in. So I did that. And they were like, hey, come down and look at it. See if this is what you really want. I'm like, came down. We literally came down, looked at it. It was literally, y'all, no lie, it's like the 27th of June. It was the 27th. And then they were just like, okay, well, do you like the place? We went in, it was like a 2-bedroom. And yeah, it was nice. It was real spacious, big living room, long hallway, 2 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a kitchen. Oh yeah, I remember we had a small kitchen. Like it was, I don't want to say it was like small, because it was like wide, I guess you could say. But there was no counter space for real. Maybe like this much counter space. And it did have a sink. I had a dishwasher, which we never used because I'm just so weird about dishwashers, y'all. I'm so weird about them. A dishwasher we never used. And then we had, I forget what they call it. I think they call it an apartment stove, which was my first time seeing a stove like this. Because when I tell you the stove was so tiny, it wasn't like the, you know, the full big stove that you see like in houses and in a lot of apartments. Because my apartment now has a regular size stove. But when I tell you this apartment stove was so tiny, y'all, it was so little baby tiny, but I don't care. I wanted to get up out my mother's house so bad because I refused to have my baby at my mom's house. You understand? Like I needed to get up out of there. Plus, you know, me and my man, we wanted to live together. You know, me and what I named that man? Matt. Me and Matt wanted to live together so bad. So I'm just like, yeah, like come on. So me and Matt is in there like, man, that's crazy. This and that. And like I said, they didn't even want You know, everywhere else wanted first, last, and security, but this place didn't. They only wanted the security deposit and the first month's rent. So we're like, oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. They were like, cool, you can move in as early as the 1st. July 1st? Yeah, you can move in as early as the 1st. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, y'all, I was so excited. Like I said, I had been stacking my bread for that literally the whole year. And just saving up my paychecks. Like, I was so excited. So actually, y'all, it wasn't even the whole year. I had only been saving for like 3 months, because I started working in April. I started working April 1st. That is right. At this new job I had, I started working April 1st. And it was crazy because I had to lie to them. And not lie to them, but I didn't tell them I was pregnant, because at that point I was only like 3 months. So you couldn't tell. I didn't even tell them I was pregnant until I was like 6 months. I swear, when I couldn't have it no more, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so anyway, yeah, I had only been saving for like 3 months, but like I said, I was living with my mom, so I didn't really have to pay for nothing. So I was saving all my checks. And when it was just like, all right, we only need first month and deposit, I'm like, bet, like, when do you want the money? How do I give it to you? You know, this and that. So I remember them being like, all right, well, before you do that, you do have to turn on your utilities. You have to turn on your gas and your electric, and then you have to give us the account numbers for it or something like that. They had to be on the lease. So I'm just like, okay. So they were like, until you could do that, you know, you can't move in. So I'm like, all right. I remember, y'all, it was like a Thursday. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna hurry up and call tomorrow. We're gonna get it turned on. That way we can move in by the 1st. Because I think the 1st happened to be like a Monday or something, y'all. Like, I don't know. I may have got the dates wrong. I can't fully remember. But all I know is, like, this all happened within a matter of days. Like, God was really looking out, I swear. So now I'm just like, okay, well, let me call the gas company, call the electric company. We was doing all that. As I'm like trying to calculate all the money that we're going to need, because I have to still give them a check for the first month and deposit. We still got to get the gas and electric turned on. So now I'm sitting there with Matt like, all right, well, what you want to do? Like, is this so much money for this, money for this, money for this? He's kind of telling me that he don't got the money. So I'm just like, well, what do you mean you don't have the money? Because we've been talking about this moving in. We've had months to save. Like, I'm confused. So he's talking about he don't really have the money. And I'm just like, red flag number 2. And you know what? I'm just overlooking these red flags because I'm already pregnant. You understand? Like, I'm already pregnant, and I'm just like, okay, he seems like he's trying to do better and he's trying to work. And it was just like too much. Mind you guys, at the time, he was staying with his granddad. So he also wasn't paying any bills or anything like that. I do remember he had a car. He was paying car note, car insurance, whatever. Other than that, he wasn't paying nothing else. Like, why can't you save your money? I don't know. But this is what he was telling me. He don't have the money to basically put in for us to move into the apartment. So I'm just like, listen, it's basically ours. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to pay the first month and the deposit. And you need to turn on the electricity. Because, yeah, he turned on the gas and the electricity. The gas was in his name, but the electricity was in my name. But I'm like, yeah, you got to give me the money to pay for the electric. Yeah, so it's like both of our names was on the lease. Which you wanted to make sure of that, because this was his first time he lived with a woman and his name was on the lease. So I'm like, okay, let's make sure your name is on the lease. Also, I think we only had to pay gas and electric in that apartment. So I'm like, listen, you put your name in the gas, I'll put my name in the electric. Cool. So that's what we did. We called, I think the electric, it costs, I don't even know how much it costs, 100 something to get it turned on. So I remember he paid for that. And then I had gave them a check for, you know, the moving costs or whatever. So we did all that. And then we're like, bam, let's just go there. I remember I went there on Friday and I had to sign a lease. we had to sign the lease and whatnot, give them the account numbers to everything that got turned in. But the electric company said they couldn't turn nothing on until Monday. I don't know, something weird like that. So we had to wait till like that Monday to move in. But it was all cool. Like, I was super excited, yeah. So excited to the point, like, we moved in and all we had was an air mattress on the floor in our room. And I was so happy. Y'all, I was so happy, but swear, that's literally all we had. All we had. And I was just like, oh my God, like, this is the new beginning. We did it. We moved out and all this good stuff. So, mind y'all, this is June. So I'm still working my job and I'm just like, oh, now I'm excited about being pregnant because at this point, I'm like 6 months. I started showing because when I had got pregnant, I didn't feel pregnant at all. Like, when I tell you I was still going out to the clubs, I was still doing everything, y'all, except for drinking, of course. But I was like still going out, still having fun. Like, you could not tell I was pregnant until I was 6 months. So I'm just like, oh, all right. Well, my stomach is poking out now. Like, and that's back when I had lost all this weight, y'all. I was very fit, like flat stomach, everything. So it's kind of weird that I didn't start showing until 6 months, or maybe that's normal. I don't know. But I didn't start showing until I was 6 months. And I didn't start even feeling pregnant until I was like 7 months, because that's when I really started feeling the baby and the baby move and kick. And I was just like, oh my God, like I actually am pregnant. Like, I'm really pregnant for real. Swear. It was so crazy. But oh, y'all remember being pregnant? I wouldn't mind being pregnant again one more time, but maybe we'll think about it, because me and my baby girl, like, that's my dog, or that's my cat. It's like dog. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that start over stage. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so now we're in our new house, y'all. I'm super excited. Like I said, we don't got no furniture. We just got an air mattress on the floor, and I'm the happiest person in the world with my pregnant belly and my man. So, the summer is going on. We're still stacking. At this point, we're splitting rent and whatnot. And then August came around. Like, yeah, because we moved in July. August came around. We split the rent. And then towards the middle of August, I don't know what happened, y'all, but I could not work at my job anymore. Like, I think I was just sick of it, fed up with it. Like, it was too much on my back, on my feet, sitting there, because I had like a desk job, and I just couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, I hate this. And I'm sitting there 8 hours a day on the phone. Oh, I absolutely hated it. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm not about to work here anymore. I just quit. Well, I didn't quit, y'all. I did something worse. I didn't go to work one day. I did a whole no call, no show, which is automatic termination, which I knew that. Which, I don't know. I should have just put in the 2 weeks instead of had them fire me. But like I said, I just didn't care. Oh, y'all, look. It's from the black from my lips. Now I got my bottom lips turning black. I just noticed that. Oh, well. So, yeah, y'all. I'm just like, okay, well. I remember I came in and they were like, yeah, you did a no call, no show. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, I wasn't feeling well. I just couldn't come in. But they were like, yeah, you should have called and called off. And, I didn't do that, and they're right. I should have called and called off. That was my first time ever doing a no call, no show. So don't do that, guys. Don't do that. But I did do that, and they ended up firing me. And I remember being so scared to go home and tell Matt, because it was already hard for us to like see each other because our schedules were so different. Like, I worked during the day, like 8 to 5, and then he would work like 5 to like 11, 12 at night. So it was just like, we was not seeing each other. And then when we had his son, we would literally meet each other halfway in our vehicles, do the switch off, and I would take his son, and then we would go back to the apartment. Like, it was a lot. And mind y'all, we didn't have no furniture. But then my grandma, thank you, Grandma, she had came through, and she had bought us a brand new couch, a dining room table set. Like, she did the darn thing. Like, she even bought us our whole bedroom set. Like, she's the reason why we even have furniture in our apartment, I swear. So now, yeah, we got some couches and stuff. Thank goodness. But y'all, when I had quit, I was so scared to go home and tell Matt that I had quit. So he was like, what's going on? I was just like, oh, I was like, yeah, I got fired. He was like, you got fired? Like, he wasn't mad, though. He wasn't mad I got fired, and he was just like, it's cool, like, I got this. And I'm just like, okay, thanks. Swear, especially since I could have hung in there a little longer, y'all. Like, I literally, it was already the end of August. All I had to do was work, like, 1 more month, like a month and a half. Like, girl, get it together. But I didn't. And Matt said he got us. So I said, okay, I trust you. You my man. You know, we good. Let's do this. And I do feel bad because I feel as though I put a lot of pressure on him, especially since we didn't talk about me not working anymore. But with me being so far along, how could I really find another job? But that was I will say that was very selfish of me to just not go to work. You know what I mean? I swear, just not go to work and me lose my job like that. So sorry, I'm pretty sure a lot of pressure was put on you, Matt, but whatever, we got through that. One day we're chilling in the living room and we're watching TV. Now, we don't got no cable or nothing, y'all. We don't have cable, but we had that little, I forget what, that connector piece, like you connect it to an HDMI cord, and the HDMI cord connects to your TV. And then on the other end, you connect your phone to it. So that way, whatever's on your phone, you can watch on the TV. Cool, I love it. I still have a couple of them. So we were doing that for the longest because we didn't have cable. We didn't even have Wi-Fi. So that's what we had to use. So now we're using that to connect the TV and whatnot. And we're watching all type of movies one night. So as always, Matt be falling asleep. Like, he always fall asleep. So Matt is asleep and I'm up. We're into the movie. I can't remember what movie we was watching, but we was real into the movie. And when the movie was over, I'm just sitting there chilling, you know, rubbing my belly. I'm sitting there chilling. I'm looking over at Matt like, oh, of course he's asleep. And once like the whole movie and the credits go off, I see that it's just his, you know, you can see like the notifications pop up that are on his phone, but it pops up, of course, on the screen since his phone is connected to the TV. So now, you know, I wasn't even trying to like look at the notifications, but I had gotten up because I had to go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm pregnant. I do got to take a little pee. So I got up, and as I'm getting up, I see like messages popping up onto the TV through his notifications. And I'm looking, and I don't recognize the numbers. And then some of the numbers were saved, and I can tell they were numbers of females. And I've never been the type to go through his phone. I always 100% trusted him because he never gave me a reason not to trust him. Like, I swear, y'all, like, he never gave me a reason not to trust him. Like, he did questionable things, like not tell me that he had a PFA against him. And, you know, certain things like that. But other females and stuff, like, he never gave me, like, that. I never thought, honestly, I just never thought. So I'm just like, oh, what's going on here? Like, so on my way to the bathroom, y'all, because mind you, he's asleep. He knocked out on the couch. I just unplugged his phone from the TV because thank goodness it's open. It's open because he was just watching a movie, so it didn't lock. So it's open, and I go, had me a nice little seat on the toilet, you know, I locked the door. And I just start going through everything, y'all. I know they tell you don't do that because you're going to find something that you don't want to see. I pretty much found exactly what I was looking for. Exactly what I was hoping not to find. I found it. Oh, I found it. So, y'all, it's crazy. And I didn't tell you the story about how we first met. And when I tell you that story, this will make more sense. But let me just tell you how I found girls in his phone that I knew, like, we literally worked together. Yeah, we literally worked together with some of these girls, and which was very embarrassing for me. Very embarrassing for me because It's just like, damn, you had these chicks like smelling in my face. Like, I don't like that. That's ignorant as hell. I would never do that to you. You had these females smelling in my face like, Drea, like, no, bitch, you're fucking my nigga. That's crazy. Literally, you're fucking my nigga. Yeah, so basically, y'all, let me tell you, the one girl in his phone, I'm reading the messages, and it's saying stuff like, he's in there like, oh, well, did you take a pregnancy test? And the girl like, a pregnancy test for what? And he was like, because I ain't pulled out all the way. And she's like, it's fine, like, I'm not pregnant. He was like, swear, at least just take a plan B, like, just to make sure. And she's just like, okay, like, it's fine. I know I'm not pregnant, but it's fine or whatever. And I'm just like, yo, this was back, like, the date on there was like back in March. Y'all, back in March, February, March, one of them dates, one of them months. At that point, he was literally staying with me at my mom's house. And he had worked the overnight shift. So what he was doing was going to his overnight shift. This is when he worked with like home health and he had clients. Go do what he had to do for his clients, such as overnight. He had one of them clients who basically just slept the whole night, even though you're supposed to be there watching them in case something happens when they sleeping. But he ends up leaving, going to her house, hunching on her all night, goes back to his client's house, see what the client needs, and stays there until his shift is over. And then comes home to me at 7 a.m. and lays in a bed with me until I got to get up and go to work. And the effed up part is I was effing him like in the mornings, like every morning, which was crazy. Crazy. And I'm pregnant with your baby. Pregnant with your baby. So now, of course, I'm on the toilet like, what else? Like, at this point, tell me everything. Like, shoot. Tell me everything. So I see this other girl. I see this other girl that used to work at our job with us. And I remember, I don't know, I guess he did something dirty to her. I don't know, because she was going off on him. And I was just like, damn, girl, that's kind of embarrassing. But next, I mean, shoot, he was embarrassing everybody. He was embarrassing me. Shoot, embarrassing the heck out of me. So it's like the girls from our job, some random girls from Instagram, because y'all already know I went through the Instagram messages. Y'all already know. I went through the Instagram messages. So what happened was there was just one girl that he just could not stop fucking talking to. Can't stop talking to. And every time from this moment forward, I would always see her back in his DMs. Like, or him back in hers, whatever. They was in each other's. It was crazy. But I seen her, and he was just like, oh, what you doing tonight? I got a telly. This is the same night me and him was watching a movie together in the living room. Talking about, oh, I got a telly, and what you want to do? You coming through, this and that. And she's just like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably come through after I get off and all this extra stuff. So, y'all, I'm reading all of this, and I'm like, well, he fucking lied, because he doesn't have a telly, and he's been here with me all night, like, ever since we both got off work. So there was no telly. Like, now you're just over here saying anything with these girls just to see if any of them would meet up with you. Like, you're really lame as fuck, my nigga. So I'm like, this is so crazy, because not only do we have a baby on the way, but our baby shower, y'all. Our baby shower was literally like the next week. The next week was our baby shower. So you can imagine, like, I'm pretty far along. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, I gotta be in front of all my friends and family and act like everything is okay at this baby shower. Like, this is all what I'm thinking in my head. So of course I'm on my phone. I'm just seeing more and more stuff. And I'm like, wow, this man is good, because he really had my full trust, you know. But I feel like I always give guys a clean slate, you know. I never want to go off what the last person did, but which is so very, very hard to do. But I really was just like, oh, he's like a good dude, you know. Even though I started finding stuff out, like, because y'all don't forget about the PFA. Because why do you get PFAs? Anyway, we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, so it's just like, who are you? Like, who is this man I'm having a child with? This is so scary. Man, this is crazy. So now I'm pissed. I get my pregnant self up off the toilet seat. I go into the living room and I'm standing over him on the couch. And I'm just holding the phone over him like, oh, for real? For real? And he's just like, huh? Like all scared, like, yeah, nigga, get your ass up. Get your ass up. So y'all, I've never seen a man pop up so fast in their life. Like he literally, it looked like his soul just jumped out his body. And then when it went back in his body, he just hopped up off the couch. And I'm just like, okay. All right. And I'm like, what is this? And I'm like just scrolling up. He's like, what's going on? Like acting like he don't know what's going on, which he probably didn't, because like when I tell you I scared that man out his sleep, like he was shaking in his, I'm surprised he didn't shit himself. So he was just like, what? I'm like, yo, you messing with such and such from work and this and this and that person? And who was you meeting tonight at the hotel? Oh no, I swear, babe, there was no hotel. There was no hotel. I know there ain't no fucking hotel. Because where you getting the money to get a hotel? Like, we got rent to pay here. So I know you're not buying no other female no hotel. Y'all, I was so frustrated. I was so mad. At this point, he's just like, please, I'm so sorry. There's not really much you can say because, like, the proof is all in the pudding, baby. You ain't shit. So he's looking, he's like, look, this shit was from so long ago. Which I'm looking at like, yeah, a lot of the shit was from months ago, but we were still together. So I don't care. Not only that, but the girl who you wanted to meet at the hotel, that just happened a couple hours ago. So what are you talking about? This shit happened months ago. What are you talking about? And the job that we both worked at, I had no longer worked there. Like I said, I had got a new job that I started in April. So he was still working at our old job with all of these bitches. So it's just like, yo, that's really crazy as fuck. Like, you're really wild as hell. And I don't, probably, knowing me, I don't remember if I cried or if I just, like, I don't know. I have a way about me, like, when I'm mad, I look at you and make you fucking hate yourself. And I swear, he looked like he was so just defeated. Like, he knew he was so guilty. So all he can really do is apologize and try to plead his case and all that extra stuff. And I'm over here like, you know what? I'm going to go lay down. And I'm going to go to sleep. Yeah, it was so crazy because at that point, I'm just like, oh my God, I made a terrible mistake. Like, mind you, I stayed because I was already pregnant. About to drop. Baby shower next week. I'm over here talking about, damn, like, we got our baby shower next week and this and that is happening. It was so much bullshit, y'all. So much bullshit. I'm so angry. I'm mad because his son is literally in the other room. And I'm just, oh, you're evil. You're evil, evil, evil man. Like, I was about to say something, but I'm going to say that for the next video. I'm going to say that to the next video talking about how we met, y'all. Oh, that shit had me so hot. So yeah, that was the first time I found out that he has been stepping on me, and he was a no good, down low, dirty Libra ass nigga. And you know what? I stayed. I went to the baby shower, or we went to the baby shower as one happy-go-lucky family. Like, oh, our baby girl is on the way. And, you know, I forgave him, of course, because I really, don't get me wrong, I really wanted us to work. And not only that, but we had just moved in and signed a lease together with both of our names on it. And literally, I felt trapped. Like, I felt so trapped. And of course, I could go back to my mom's house, but I was that type where I didn't want nobody to know what was going on. So I didn't tell nobody about what was going on, what was happening, what he did, what I found out. I literally kept it just between him and I just went along my pregnancy, because like I said, I didn't want to make a super big deal out of it because I didn't want to stress myself out. So I had chose to forgive this man. Y'all, when I tell y'all, don't ignore red flags. I don't care if you're already pregnant or not. Do not ignore red flags, because when I tell you, yeah, we had a good, we had our ups, we had our downs, but when I tell you, shit just started to go down, 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 down. I'm thinking about doing a series about, you know, our relationship, I guess you could say, and how everything transpired and what happened. Because when I tell y'all, I went through a lot of bullshit. It's sad as fuck, for real. But you know what? I know people who went through way worse, but swear, I did not deserve what I got, I'm gonna be honest. But that was just like the start of it. The very, very start of it. And like I said, I would have never even found out if he had never fallen asleep and his messages popped up on my phone. So that was God. Like, I was supposed to see that. So of course I had it in the back of my mind. Like, I forgave him, but I never forgot. Like, I ain't forget Matt. Like, I know what happened. And yeah, we went to our baby shower and took it from there. So that's basically the end of this story time. Stay tuned, because I got the other story time coming out about how we first met, and like this will make even more sense. Like, Drea, I know y'all. Just stay tuned, all right? So let me know how y'all like this story time. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for tuning into day 10. Stick with your girl. I got so many great story times coming to you all. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful day or evening, because it's probably coming out later in the day. And yes, bye guys.